Hey guys, it's Maggie. I'm going to do a real quick review for a movie that I saw last weekend. I just never got around to reviewing it. Um, and this is the new Steven Soderbergh film starring Matt Damon, who's a very sexy man normally, but in this movie he is not at all. He gained like 30 something pounds and has a plastic or it's a prosthetic nose, and he's a mess. But that's his character. And anyway, this is The Informant. And this is a very interesting film, very quirky, offbeat movie. And as I said, it was directed by Steven Soderbergh. And I think you will agree with me that Soderbergh is kind of, one of our most interesting directors today. Um, what I like about him a lot is that he does the blockbuster movie, and then he'll go and do the very small, very independent movie. He gets the best of both worlds. I love blockbusters, and I love independent movies, as long as they're well done, of course. But um, I kind of appreciate the fact that he does both. And I hope I'm not misquoting this when I say this, but I think that he said that he likes to do big budget movies, so he has the money to pay for the real small movies that he likes to do. And The Informant is one of those, I think. It's based on a true story about this man named Mark Whittaker. And he's the vice president of this big company, and he is asked by the FBI to spy on his corporation. And it's really, I don't want to explain too much of it because you kind of have to see it unfold for yourself, because it absolutely goes insane, becomes completely chaotic. This guy who appears extremely normal and hardworking, and he's actually, he's extremely intelligent, is absolutely crazy. He just comes up with story after story. He makes up everything, and the whole thing just becomes completely, fictionalized, and it's hilarious. I mean, it's like a screwball comedy, but it really happened, and Soderbergh recognizes this. And what I like about the movie a lot is that it recognizes the fact that it is so over the top, and so he chooses to let the audience know that. He lets them in on the joke, like, and the movie has a very interesting tone to it. It's got like this kind of 1970s sunshiny vibe to it, and it's also got like this 1950s sitcom look, and the music is kind of very perky and very represented. It represents the kind of tone that he's going for, and so yeah, and I think that the movie, it's basically a very cerebral interpretation of Mark Whittaker. Everything that goes on in his brain is just, I mean, he's so weird that everything that goes on, you're like, what? I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand why this movie is so ballistic. It's because that's kind of what the guy was like. And Matt Damon does a fantastic job in this performance. He's really having fun with the performance. He has, as I said before, he's got the prosthetic nose, and he's got like this crazy, well, not crazy, but he's got this kind of middle-aged man style hair, and he's got, he's overweight, and he doesn't look at all like the star that he was, and he goes over the top, but in a way that it fits along with the rest of the movie. I mean, he doesn't feel out of place. He doesn't stand out. He feels like he's, a part of this world. And I think that he's really good. I think he definitely deserves, maybe a nomination for this. If not an Oscar nomination, at least a Golden Globe. Because, as I said before, the movie is very cerebral, and Matt Damon really rises to the challenge. One thing that I really didn't like was sometimes I felt the movie was a little too smart for its own good, to the point where it became gimmicky, particularly in the beginning of the film. And I don't know, you'd have to see it. I can't really explain it. This movie's kind of hard to explain, but I don't know. It didn't feel like it was cohesive with the rest of the movie. It takes a turn and becomes more of a dark comedy later on, but the beginning is just, because it goes to a point where it's just, you don't believe that Mark Whittaker is this smart, and you don't feel that the movie really knows, like, it really understands where it's going. But I'd have to say I really did enjoy this movie. I would definitely go see it. I'd say you could go, see a matinee or even a full price, but it's definitely worth admission, because Matt Damon is great, and Soderbergh is a great director, and yeah, so I'd say see it. So if you got any comments, you can leave me some, but that's all I gotta say. So see ya.